Hello everybody. Today we're going to go over back stance and inside-outside block. So let's get to it. Right, boy? Let's go. Okay. So the footwork for back stance is really important. Footwork for everything in Tae Kwon Do is important. And we're going to use this, we're going to pretend it's tape. This is going to be our line so that you can really get a good idea of which way your feet should be facing. So we're going to say I'm headed towards you. So this is how I need to be standing. This foot points in front of you, and your front foot points in the direction you're headed. Like that. So I guess it's making sort of an L. Okay, and then another thing, if you put your hands on your hips, that will keep your shoulders square with your body because you'll be looking that way. But you won't, your shoulders should not be facing that way. And then tilt back, bend your back leg a little bit. Your front leg's bent just a little, not as much as your back leg. So if you're in position and you're ready and you're good back stance, most of your weight is on the back of your foot. You should be able to lift this foot and set it back down the whole time you're in this stance. And I was talking to you, I was starting to make my shoulders face you. Don't do that. Keep your shoulders facing square in front of you. Lean back, and there's your back stance. Okay? Now, we don't need this. Let me get into back stance. Okay, and you switch feet, put your feet together, lean back on your back leg, put your front leg out with your toe pointing this way, shoulders square, lift up this leg, okay? Good back stance. From the side. Okie dokie. Let's learn the inside-outside block. So I'm just going to get in the front stance. One hand should always be on your hip while you're throwing the block with the other hand. And when you switch, the hand that was just blocking will go to your hip, and the hand on your hip will go into the block. And I'm going to take this hand and go up and over this one. That's your block. So then now my left hand will go over my right hand while my right hand heads down to my hip. Good. Now, put that together with your back stance. You get into your back stance. I'm heading towards the camera. The hand behind you and the leg with all the weight on it is going to be the one on the hip. Front hand is in front for the block. Okay? And remember, most of your weight's on the back leg. It's bent more than the front leg. This toe's pointing towards the camera. This one is pointed in front of me where my shoulders should also be. Okay? And when you transition, come around, feet together, get into your back stance, and then your block. Feet together, get in your back stance, and then your block. From the side, get in the back stance, feet together, back stance, block. Feet together, back stance, block. That's a good back stance with your block. Get used to that, along with the front stance video with the down block, because once you're comfortable with that, it makes your first form a lot easier, because those are most of the moves in your first form of Chunji, because it starts like this, your feet together, hand on the shoulder, you come out in a front stance, you block, and you go forward and you punch. That's the first half. And the second half of Chunji is the back stance and the block into front stance with a punch. And then it goes back into another block, into a forward punch, front stance. We'll go over Chunji another time, but that's just to give you the idea of how learning your stances and footwork will help put your form together a lot easier, instead of just trying to do all of it at once. So that's why I think getting used to your front stance and your back stance is a great place to start. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll keep the content rolling. If you ever have any ideas, send them my way and we'll keep them going. All right, have a great day.